everyone, and welcome to a deep dive on something really exciting.
Ooh, exciting. Love that.
Yeah, and this one is gonna be amazing.
Can't wait.
We're talking about SpaceX's Starship program,
All right.
and we're going way beyond just rockets.
Other than usual. Okay.
We're diving into SpaceX's vision,
Yeah.
their vision for humanity as a multiplanetary species.
Wow.
So all the info is coming straight from the source,
Right.
the SpaceX website.
All right. Yeah.
So get ready,
Okay.
because we're going to be talking about reusable spacecraft,
Right.
trips to Mars,
Okay.
and even the possibility of traveling to the other side of the world in under an hour.
Under an hour? Wow, that's fast.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bold vision.
Yeah.
It really is.
So what's fascinating to me
Okay.
is how SpaceX is approaching this.
Okay.
Like, they're not just building a rocket.
So
They're building an entire ecosystem for space travel.
an ecosystem. Okay.
Yeah. So let's start with the star of the show,
Okay.
Starship itself. What are we actually looking at here?
So Starship is a fully reusable two-stage system.
Okay.
You have the Starship spacecraft, which sits atop the Super Heavy booster rocket,
Okay.
and together they stand taller
Oh, wow.
than the Statue of Liberty.
Okay, so that's big, but how does that compare to, like, what we're used to?
Okay, so imagine the James Webb Space Telescope.
Yeah.
Okay, a marvel of engineering.
Yeah.
Starship could launch something 5 times its size.
Wow.
That's the kind of payload capacity we're talking about.
Okay.
100 to 150 metric tons.
Okay, that's got to be a game changer
It is.
for space exploration.
Yeah.
So what kind of missions are we actually talking about here?
Well, for starters, think about missions to the moon.
Okay.
SpaceX is playing a key role in NASA's Artemis program,
Yeah,
providing the lunar lander that will take humans back to the moon.
that's right. That's a major milestone.
Huge.
But let's not forget the ultimate goal, Mars.
Exactly.
What's the deal with that?
Starship is designed to transport up to 100 people to Mars,
Wow.
which is remarkable considering all the challenges of interplanetary travel.
Yeah.
You're familiar with the Falcon 9's reusability?
Yeah.
But Starship takes it to a whole new level.
Okay.
Both stages are designed to return to Earth and land, ready for another launch.
So it's like an
Yeah.
interplanetary shuttle service?
Pretty much.
Reusable spacecraft, multiple trips.
Yeah,
It sounds straight out of science fiction.
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But SpaceX seems determined to turn that science fiction into reality.
Right.
And then there's the potential for Earth-to-Earth travel,
Oh, yeah.
which could revolutionize how we move around our own planet.
Okay.
Imagine traveling from New York to Tokyo in under an hour.
Wow. That travel time is incredible.
It is.
But how realistic is this? Could this type of travel ever be affordable
That's a good question.
and accessible to everyone?
Right.
Or would it be a luxury only for the elite?
Well, that's a key question and one that SpaceX will have to address.
Okay.
The technology is certainly impressive.
It is.
But the economic and logistical considerations are huge.
They are.
Yeah.
So, okay, we've got this massive reusable spacecraft.
We do?
It can take us to the moon,
Yep.
Mars,
Yeah.
and even across the globe in record time.
Mm-hmm.
What makes it all work?
That's a good question.
What's the secret sauce?
One of the key innovations is the use of Raptor engines.
Okay, tell me more about those.
These are methane-oxygen engines,
Okay.
which are not only more powerful than previous engines,
Wow.
but also offer the possibility of using Martian resources for fuel,
Okay.
making return trips from Mars more feasible.
So we could potentially manufacture fuel on Mars.
Exactly.
Wow.
It would be a game changer for long-duration missions.
Okay.
And then there's the concept of on-orbit refueling,
Okay.
which allows Starship to be refueled in space using tanker spacecraft.
So this is quite different from the limitations faced
It is.
during the Apollo missions,
Yep.
where fuel was a major constraint. So now imagine the possibilities if we can essentially create gas stations in space.
It opens up a whole new world of possibilities for deep space exploration.
Right.
Instead of being limited by the amount of fuel we can carry at launch,
Yeah.
we can replenish our supplies in space.
All of this sounds phenomenal.
It is pretty amazing.
But what about the engineering challenges? The scale of reusability,
Yeah,
the sheer size of the spacecraft.
Yeah.
It's unprecedented.
it is.
So what are some of the hurdles that SpaceX had to overcome to make this possible?
One of the biggest challenges is ensuring the safety and reliability
Yeah.
of the vehicles over multiple launches.
Okay.
Think about the wear and tear on these systems.
Yeah.
They're exposed to extreme temperatures, pressures, and forces during launch, flight, and landing.
Yeah.
So how does SpaceX plan to guarantee their integrity?
That's a good question.
mission after mission.
That's a really important point.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
This reusability factor is great for efficiency in cost,
Yep.
but it also introduces a whole new set of engineering and safety considerations.
Exactly. And that's just one example.
Yeah.
There are countless engineering challenges
Yeah.
involved in designing, building, and operating a system as complex as Starship.
Right. And all of this incredible technology is being developed and manufactured
Yes.
at Starbase, SpaceX's commercial spaceport in Texas.
Pretty remarkable.
It's a remarkable facility.
It is.
What's fascinating to me about Starbase
Yeah.
is that it's a testament to SpaceX's vertical integration approach.
So what do you mean by that?
So they're not just designing and building the spacecraft.
Okay.
They're also developing the infrastructure
Oh, wow.
and the entire support system needed to launch and operate these vehicles.
So they're controlling the entire process
pretty much,
from
right.
start to finish.
Yeah, they're not relying on traditional government agencies
Oh,
or
yeah.
contractors to the same extent as other space programs.
That's a bold strategy.
It is.
Is it working?
It seems to. Oh, wow.
They're moving at an incredible pace.
That's amazing.
It's definitely a different approach.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered the what
Okay.
and the how of Starship.
Right.
But what about the why?
Ooh, the why.
What's driving this ambition?
Good question.
What's the bigger picture here?
Well, I think for SpaceX, it goes beyond just pushing the boundaries of technology.
Okay.
They have a vision of making humanity a multiplanetary species,
Right.
and they see Starship as the key to achieving that goal.
And what does that mean for us here on Earth?
Good question.
What are the potential implications of making space travel more accessible?
Yeah,
It's not just about scientific exploration, is it?
absolutely not.
No.
Think about the potential for economic development,
Okay.
new industries and opportunities.
Okay.
Space tourism could become a major sector,
Oh, wow.
opening up a whole new frontier
Yeah.
for travel and exploration.
And if we can make point-to-point Earth travel a reality,
Right.
that would have a profound impact on global transportation and connectivity.
So while Starship represents a remarkable leap forward in technology,
It does.
it also presents us with a whole new set of possibilities and challenges.
Lots of challenges.
This deep dive has certainly given me a lot to think about.
Me too.
What stands out to you?
I think what's most remarkable is the sheer ambition of the project.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about incremental improvements here.
Right.
We're talking about a fundamental shift in our relationship with space.
Okay.
It's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible
Okay.
and imagining a future where humanity is no longer confined to a single planet.
Wow.
But that leads us to a critical question.
Oh, okay.
What would a world with readily accessible space travel actually look like?
Yeah. What would it mean for humanity?
I mean, for our society?
Yeah, for our future.
It's a lot to think about.
It is overwhelming to even think about.
Yeah.
But on one hand, there's the potential for incredible scientific discoveries.
Oh, totally.
We could explore other planets, study distant stars,
Yeah.
maybe even find evidence of life beyond Earth.
Imagine the advancements in astronomy,
Yeah.
in astrophysics,
Yeah.
in our understanding of the universe itself.
It's incredible.
The possibilities are mind-boggling.
They really are.
Yeah.
And it's not just about science.
Right.
You mentioned the potential for economic development.
Yeah.
What kind of new industries could emerge
Oh,
as
so-
space travel becomes more commonplace?
Well, we've already seen the rise of commercial space companies like
Yes.
SpaceX and Blue Origin.
Of course.
As the cost of space travel decreases,
Right.
we could see an explosion of innovation in areas like satellite technology,
Okay.
space manufacturing,
All right.
and even asteroid mining.
Asteroid mining.
Yeah,
That sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
it does,
Yeah.
but it's a real possibility.
Okay.
Asteroids are rich in valuable resources,
Oh.
precious metals and water.
Oh, wow.
Accessing those resources could revolutionize our industries
Yeah.
and even provide the materials we need to build infrastructure in space.
It's incredible to think about the potential economic benefits.
Yeah,
But what about the potential risks?
sure.
Earlier, you mentioned the environmental impact of increased space travel. What are some of the concerns there?
One concern is the potential for space debris.
Space debris, okay.
As we launch more and more objects into space,
Right.
the risk of collisions and the creation of even more debris increases.
Yeah.
This could create a dangerous environment for satellites
Oh, wow.
and even future space missions.
So it's like a traffic jam.
Kind of.
in space.
Yeah.
And I imagine that debris travels at incredibly high speeds,
Oh, yeah.
making any collision potentially catastrophic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there are the concerns about the environmental impact of launches themselves,
Right.
even with cleaner fuels like methane. Rocket launches still release emissions into the atmosphere.
Of course.
We need to think carefully about how to mitigate those impacts
Yeah.
as space travel becomes more frequent.
It seems like with every technological advancement,
Yeah,
there's a balance to strike between progress and responsibility.
there is.
How do we ensure that we're using this technology
That's a good question.
in a way that benefits humanity without causing unintended harm?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
It requires careful planning,
Okay.
international cooperation,
Yeah.
and a commitment to sustainability.
Okay.
We need to develop regulations and guidelines for space travel,
All right.
invest in technologies to mitigate environmental impacts,
Okay.
and ensure that the benefits of space exploration are shared equitably among all nations.
You touched on international cooperation.
Yeah,
This seems crucial,
it is.
especially as more countries and private companies get involved in space exploration.
Absolutely. We need to avoid a Wild West scenario in space.
Oh,
Clear international agreements are essential
yeah.
to manage space traffic,
Okay.
prevent conflicts over resources,
Right.
and ensure the long-term sustainability of space activities.
It sounds like there are many complex challenges ahead,
There are.
but if we can navigate those challenges successfully,
Right.
the potential rewards are truly remarkable.
They are.
So what are some of the things that you're most excited about when
Wow.
you think about the future of space travel?
I'm excited about the potential for scientific discoveries
Okay.
that could transform our understanding of the universe.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the possibility of expanding humanity's reach beyond Earth,
Okay.
perhaps even establishing permanent settlements on other planets.
It's a future that captures the imagination.
It does.
That sense of wonder and exploration
Yeah.
that has always driven humanity forward.
Always pushing forward.
I'm curious, though, about the ethical considerations.
Okay.
As space travel becomes more accessible, who gets to go?
That's a good question.
Will it be an opportunity for all of humanity,
Right.
or will it only be available to a privileged few?
That's a crucial question.
Yeah.
We need to ensure that the benefits of space travel are shared broadly
Okay.
and that we don't create a new form of inequality
Yeah.
where only the wealthy can afford to leave Earth.
Right.
It's a complex issue with no easy answers,
It really is.
but it's a conversation we need to have
Of course.
as we venture further into space.
And speaking of societal implications,
Yeah.
what about the potential impact of space travel on our culture?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, on our values.
Okay.
How might our perspective on Earth change
Right.
if we become a multiplanetary species?
That's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict exactly how our culture might evolve,
Sure.
but I imagine it would be a profound shift.
Yes.
Seeing Earth from space as a fragile blue marble
Yeah.
in the vastness of the cosmos
Right.
could instill a deeper sense of environmental awareness and a greater appreciation for the interconnectedness of all life.
I see.
It could also foster a more global perspective,
Okay.
where national borders seem less significant
Right.
in the face of our shared humanity
Yeah.
and our shared destiny as spacefaring beings.
It's a reminder that space exploration is about more than just technology
Yes,
or scientific discoveries.
it's bigger than that.
It's about expanding our horizons,
Yeah.
pushing the boundaries of human experience,
Absolutely.
and ultimately understanding our place in the universe.
That's it.
This deep dive has been truly illuminating.
It has been.
I feel like I've gained a much deeper appreciation
Yeah,
for the complexities and possibilities of space travel.
for sure.
This has been great.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you.
Thank you.
It's a topic that sparks the imagination
Yes.
and invites us to think big,
Okay.
to envision a future where humanity's potential is boundless.
It's boundless.
It is.
And what about our listener? What do you think they should take away from this deep dive?
I think the key takeaway is that we're on the cusp of a new era in space exploration.
Okay.
Starship is a symbol of that,
Good.
a testament to human ingenuity and ambition.
Right.
But it's also a reminder that with great technological power
Yeah.
comes great responsibility.
That's for sure.
We need to be thoughtful,
Yeah.
we need to be collaborative,
Uh-huh.
and we need to be committed to ensuring that space exploration benefits all of humanity.
Well said.
Thank you.
What questions should they be pondering on their own as they
Hmm.
continue exploring this topic?
Well, I think they should consider this. If space travel
Okay.
becomes as commonplace as air travel is today,
Right.
what would that mean for our everyday lives?
Wow.
How would it change
Yeah.
our priorities,
Okay.
our values, our sense of identity?
It's a mind-bending thought, isn't it?
It is.
Imagine a world where you
Yeah.
could just hop on a Starship for a weekend getaway on the moon,
Wow.
or a business trip to Mars.
That'd be something else.
It would completely reshape
Yeah.
our understanding of distance,
Mhm.
time,
Yeah,
what it means to be human.
exactly. And it raises so many
It does.
intriguing questions.
Yeah.
Would we see the rise of new cultures,
Okay.
new languages as humans settle on other planets?
Right.
Would we face new ethical dilemmas
Oh, yeah.
as we grapple with the challenges of living in extreme environments?
Bro.
Would our definition of home expand to encompass multiple worlds?
And what about the impact on Earth itself?
That's a good question.
Would we see a renewed focus on environmental sustainability as we gain a greater appreciation for the fragility of our planet?
Maybe.
Or would we face new conflicts over resources
Potentially.
as we venture further into space?
Yeah.
Would those with the means to leave Earth
Right.
do so, leaving the rest of us behind?
Those are all questions that we can't answer definitively,
Right.
but they're questions worth pondering. The future of space exploration isn't just about technology.
Right.
It's about the choices we make,
Yeah.
the values we prioritize,
Yeah.
and the kind of future we want to create for ourselves
Okay.
and for generations to come.
It's a future full of possibilities,
It is.
both exhilarating and daunting.
Yeah.
This deep dive has given me a whole new perspective
Okay.
on SpaceX's Starship program.
Okay.
It's not just a technological marvel,
Right.
it's a catalyst for a conversation
Yeah.
about the future of humanity itself.
It really is.
If you're as captivated by this as we are,
Yeah.
I highly recommend checking out the SpaceX website.
Good idea.
They've got tons of information on Starship,
Yeah.
Starbase,
Uh-huh.
and their vision for the future.
It's an incredible journey to follow,
It is.
and one that I believe will shape the course of human history.
Wow.
So keep looking up,
Okay.
keep exploring,
Yeah.
and who knows,
Yeah.
maybe one day we'll be sharing a Martian sunset together.
Until then, keep asking those big questions.
Yeah.
And keep dreaming of the stars.
That's it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into SpaceX's Starship program.
It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you.